Today, we'll be unboxing two brand new Poco phones, the Poco M8 and the Poco M8 Pro. I'll also be sharing my first impressions of the phones. I picked these phones up a couple of weeks ago and these are actually my first ever Poco phones, so I'm genuinely excited to see what's inside the box. If you never heard about Poco before, it's a sub-brand of Xiaomi and they're known for interesting designs and affordable pricing. By the end of this video, I'll reveal the price of both phones, but before that, I want you to guess the price after hearing the specs. Okay, let's start with the Poco M8 Pro. Interesting fact guys, I actually got this phone before it was released to the public. Just a little flex. So first up, we have this yellow box, and from my experience with Chinese phones, I'm guessing there's a case in here. Let's see. Yes, I'm right. We have some user guide manuals and a black case. Nice to see that we get a free case. We also have a SIM ejector tool. Now, the phone itself. At first glance, the phone looks and feels really nice. The two-tone design on the back is clean. We have black on the outer sides and grey in the middle. If you look closely on the back, although it might look like we have 4 cameras, we actually only have 2 at the top. Back to the unboxing, we also get a 100-watt fast charger and a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. When last did you see a free charger in the box? Like, bro, come on, who does this? Now let's talk about the specs a bit, starting with the battery. We have a 6500 mAh battery with 100-watt fast charging, but I haven't done any testing yet, so I can't tell you how long the battery lasts. We also have the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. This is a mid-range chip, so I'm sure it will deliver decent performance, but only time will tell when I do the full review. The main camera has a 50 megapixel sensor. In terms of IP rating, we have up to an IP69K rating, which is insane for a mid-range phone. Exposing this phone to things like dust or water should be totally fine. That's it for the Poco M8 Pro for now. Let's move on to the Poco M8. I expected the unboxing experience to be similar, and it is. We get a user guide manual, a case, and a SIM ejector tool. The phone itself is different though. It's thinner, lighter, and both the front and back are curved, making it very comfortable to hold in the hand. This blue color is really nice. My favorite color is blue, so I think that's why I'm gravitating more towards the Poco M8. In terms of design, I think it's better than the M8 Pro. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now for the spec on this one, like I mentioned, the phone is thinner, coming only at 7.35 millimeters, which makes this design so sleek and very comfortable to hold in the hand. But yeah, aside from that, the display looks good. We have a 6.77-inch AMOLED 120Hz display. The chip is the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, which is a weaker CPU compared to the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 on the M8 Pro. The main camera is also a 50 megapixel camera, but it's a different lens. Battery wise, we have a 5520 mAh battery with 45-watt fast charging support. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing experience and specs. Now let's talk about the price. Starting with the Poco M8 Pro, we have 2 options to choose from. One that comes with 12 gigs of RAM with 512 gigs of storage, and the other option comes with 8 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs of storage. For the Poco M8, we don't have a 12 gig RAM option, but we do get 8 gig RAM with either 512 gigs or 256 gigs of storage. These are prices in the US and UK. There's also an early bird or sale promo going on, so if you buy the phone early, you get a certain amount off. For all my South Africans watching, just convert the pounds or dollars to rands so you have an idea of what the price might be, but things like shipping or local taxes will definitely add to the price, so just expect maybe the price to be maybe 2,000 or 3,000 rand extra. But overall, I think the Poco M8 and Poco M8 Pro are really decent mid-range phones that I think can make a huge impact in the South African market in the mid-range category, because these feel really solid. They don't feel cheap at all. Even though it's a mid-range phone, I really like how well designed they are. But would I recommend you to buy them now? My recommendation is wait for my review, because I need to decide. I need you guys to also help me decide between these two phones, which phone do you want me to review, the Poco M8 or the Poco M8 Pro. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you check out my other videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.